Welcome back to Moss Family Construction, where we show you how to put a cake together and tear a floor out. And you'll notice Fallon has cut this up into little bitty squares for us.
Jonah actually did that for me, yeah.
Jonah did?
Yeah.
You'll come by and grab you a little square and be like, that's all I'm gonna eat of that. Before you know it, you'll be done eat about 10 or 15 of them squares right there. That thing is good. It's really almost the texture of a pound cake, which I love, but the frosting on it is super good. Now we got our wood stove put in, and I can tell you, it works great. Absolutely fantastic. We've been kneading it for 10 years. In this house, for some reason, and it's super insulated. So, you know, for anybody that is wondering, this thing is sheetrock, plastic, an inch of blue board, and then an extreme amount of insulation. Very tight made home. But the heat, you was always feeling a little bit cold. I mean, that's just the way it was. But with this wood stove, trust me, it is a different kind of warm. It feels good. And it heats the whole house, the entire house. As a matter of fact, it heats good enough that I could actually pump some up there to my neighbor if they got cold. That thing right there will throw off some heat, buddy.
Hey girl, you doing good? This is the one that's hurt. We're having to keep her separate from the other one still because they still don't want her around since she's hurt. Chickens are funny like that. If one of them is hurt, even if they just have like a little sprained leg or anything, they're not having it. And they start pecking at her and stuff. So she's good over here, staying dry. Sissy and Jonah got her food and water filled up. You'll be better in a few days, girl. Supper time. I've got the rice started in the Instant Pot. We're about to slice up some really thin cut sirloin, and I need to start some green beans on the stove top. We're just gonna have steak and rice with brown gravy, green beans, and Cheesecake Factory brown bread with whipped butter. I'm gonna start the green beans first, then we'll slice the steak because the rice is gonna take about 20 minutes in there. Y'all, I have always loved the Italian green beans, you know, the flat ones. The last time I made them, Jonah and Sissy told me that they hate those green beans, and I was like, why? And they said they just don't like them because they're flat or something. Anyway, so I'm just using some regular cut green beans here. But yeah, I love those Italian ones, and it could be, I guess, I don't know. Those are the kind my aunt used in her restaurant on chicken and dressing day. And that was my favorite day. So maybe that's why I love them so much, I don't know. But yeah, Jonah and Sissy, whenever, I think it was a couple of weeks ago when I made them, when I was helping them with their plates, I was like, green beans? And they were like, pass. And I was like, what? And then they revealed to me the truth, the bitter truth that they don't like Italian green beans. They taste the same to me. I mean, they're just a different shape, but. So I drained the green beans. We're putting in some chicken broth. Y'all know whose recipe this is. Only I don't cook up the bacon first just because I always have so much extra bacon drippings. I just add some of those in. It's Mandy's green beans. This is a pretty quick meal because those the steaks are not going to take long. They're very thin cut. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in this pan for the steak. We're just going to slice it into little strips. We'll go ahead and start heating that up, and I'm just going to use some of this Steak King Chop House blend for these. We're using Southeastern Meals brown gravy again because I remember Titus bought these 2 packs like several months ago for something, and we never used them, so we're gonna go ahead and use these up. But one of y'all asked about how do you make homemade brown gravy if you don't have the pack. All you need is some, well, if you cook some kind of meat, you can use the drippings from that meat. But if you didn't, you just use some beef broth and flour, salt and pepper, and that'll be a dark brown gravy. If you want it to be a lighter brown gravy, you just add a little milk to it too. I already have my cornbread skillet out. That's what we're gonna make the scones in. A few of y'all said that y'all make scones in them, so that's what we're gonna make our chocolate scones in. I'm gonna go ahead and make those tonight. They're gonna go with some bacon and eggs for breakfast in the morning. We'll go ahead and put these in the oven. Steak is almost done. I put some butter in here with the rice. Sorry, it's gonna fog up. We're just gonna stir that around and fluff it a little bit. Okay, y'all, we got the kitchen clean. Supper was good. There were hardly any leftovers, so they loved it. There was just a little bit of green beans left and a little bit of gravy. Those packs of gravy, I mean, it says family size on there, but both times I've made it, we've had gravy left over. That makes a lot of gravy. So we're gonna go ahead and mix up these scones and bake them. The kids are all taking turns with baths. We gotta get up pretty early in the morning. We gotta be at a church. It's about an hour from here. So I wanna have these scones ready and then I'll just cook some bacon and eggs to go with them. Or maybe just some eggs. We'll see how it goes in the morning. So we need 1 cup and a half a cup of all-purpose flour. We need half a cup of baking cocoa. I've got the sneezes, y'all. That flour's making me sneeze. Alright, we need 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Titus is talking to Manly like Speedy Gonzalez.
I'm holding up a 10-foot train.
A 10-foot train?
Yeah.
Now we're going to cut in some cream cheese and butter. We need 4 ounces of cream cheese, which is exactly what I have left here, half a block, half of an 8-ounce block, and 1/4 cup of butter, which is exactly what? I have just the right ingredients. I actually need to cut just a little bit off of this butter, but not much. In this bowl, we're gonna put 1 egg.
Cowboys, robots in disguise. Cowboy, robots in disguise.
Oh, that's a nice song. We need 3/4 of a cup of cream and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, now we'll add it into here.
With the hose ripping right here?
We're gonna bring over this mat and put a little bit of flour down on it. Okay, we're gonna gently fold it over just about 10 times. We shape it into this circle, and then we're gonna cut it into 8 pieces. It says a 6-inch circle. I think that's about 6 inches there.
Sounded pretty nice.
Dump, dump, dump a dump, dump's what you played?
Yeah, I will.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Now we're gonna put them into here. Look, they fit perfectly.
Can I help?
Yeah. Okay, Jonah's gonna help me get those in.
Okay, you got what I put on the banana. Dump, 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 dump.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
They are gonna bake at 375 for 18 to 20 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted
comes out clean.
Right. Okay, we're gonna taste taste test one. Here you go, Tyler. It's hot. I've been letting them cool down for a little while, but they are still really hot. It's good.
This without vanilla ice cream.
They're really moist. Like there's little bits of cream cheese and stuff in there. See? You can also add chocolate chips and make them double chocolate scones, but I was out of chocolate chips. So ours are single chocolates, but they're really good. I'm gonna take the rest to some other taste testers.
Grazie.